Today, I wanted to share our recent survey results and in particular bring to light some of the important nuances when searching for a safe and high-quality plant medicine retreat. Let's start with the positive. As you already know, plant medicine can facilitate incredible transformations in healing, personal growth, and spiritual understanding. It's no wonder so many people are opening up to the magic of psychedelic retreats. But with this potential and the natural excitement that comes with it, there's also a need to balance the risks in what remains an unregulated ecosystem. Unfortunately, many retreats and practitioners are not taking the necessary steps to ensure safety and quality. Now, I do believe that most people are doing the best that they can, but it's important to be as informed as possible when you're going through such a powerful and sensitive process. In the survey I'm going to share with you today, we compared Behold alumni to responses from those who attended other plant medicine retreat centers. We asked them 24 questions relating to guest safety, quality and value, preparation, and service. So let's get into it. In total, we received 54 alumni responses from Behold and 170 responses from those who attended other plant medicine retreat centers. I will publish all the responses in text format, but let's discuss some of the most important survey results first. Let's start with safety. The first question we asked was, did you feel safe throughout the experience? And we were testing for the percentage of yes responses. Now for Behold, we were pleased to see that 100% of our guests felt safe throughout their experience, whereas at other centers, 92% of the guests felt safe. If someone isn't feeling safe, that energy is going to be felt through the group and throughout the retreat. Yes, it's normal for people to have unpleasant emotions and perhaps to feel uncomfortable internally throughout this process. But the external environment should remain safe and secure place. People should feel like they're in good hands. If 1 out of 10 people is not feeling safe, it's going to have a significant impact upon the overall retreat dynamics. The second question we asked was, did the safety and medical screening feel thorough? Again, we were looking for the percentage of yes responses. Now with Behold, 98% of our guests felt that our safety and medical screening was thorough, whereas that was 80% at other retreat centers. Adequate safety screening is an essential component to a well-run retreat center. This means both physical and mental health need to be considered, and we take great pride in our success to date, and we select each of our guests individually to make sure that they're bringing the right energy and the proper intention to the retreat. If we don't believe it's going to be a safe and beneficial experience to them, then we don't extend a retreat invitation. That's a pretty important dynamic as it relates to who gets brought together for a retreat. The third question we asked was, do you feel anyone on the retreat had a destabilizing experience? Now, with the Behold guests, that was a 9% believed that yes, someone on the retreat had a destabilizing experience. At other centers, the number was 22%. Now, of course, plant medicine can and does reshape our entire perceptions of reality. That's kind of the point. But such a powerfully transformative experience can be destabilizing. So the important piece here is that with the appropriate guidance and integration techniques, that people are more quickly able to find new foundations for themselves. And that's one of the reasons why we provide private one-to-one check-ins with all of our guests pre and post-retreat to make sure that they're really feeling prepared for the experience and that they're coming out of the experience, even if they've had a challenging time on retreat, to make sure that they're landing back on stable foundations. It's also one of the reasons why we encourage all of our guests to work with a coach to get the most from the experience and to make sure that they have some support and some accountability to finding their way back to a stable foundation. The fourth question we asked was, were your own spiritual views and faith respected throughout the experience? Now, at Behold, we were pleased to see 100% of the guests felt that yes, their own spiritual faiths and belief systems were respected, whereas at other centers that was 90%. Now, an expert medicine guide will be there to make you feel safe, to feel protected, and to help you find the answers within yourself, not to push any particular agenda. It's not our job, nor do we believe in encroaching upon anyone else's personal faith. It's important that everyone feels welcome on retreat and to recognize that these are powerful and yet subjective experiences. We are not here to give you the answers, but rather to create a mutually respectful environment conducive to one's own self-understanding and to further one's own self-realization. The fifth question that we asked was, did you feel spiritually protected during the ceremony? And again, looking for percentage of yes responses. With Behold, 98% of guests felt spiritually protected, whereas with other retreat centers, 86% of guests felt spiritually protected. Now, it's nice to see that our guests felt protected, of course. When everyone feels safe and protected, it's much easier for people to relax into the experience, and the change in the energy can really be felt in ceremony. From here, let's jump into quality and value. The first question we asked was, from 0 to 5, how would you rate your overall retreat experience? Now with Behold, we received an average response of 4.76, whereas at other plant medicine retreat centers, the average response was 4.08. These results were obviously highly affirming for us. We love to hear that, our hard work to ensure a high value guest experience is also being felt by our guests. I mean, we've of course received feedback and testimonials and all those sorts of things, but to see a more quantitative as opposed to individual and subjective measuring of our results over the past years was, felt really good. The second question that we asked was, did you feel the love? Again, looking for percentage of yes responses. Now with Behold, 100% of our guests said, yes, we were feeling the love. At other centers, 85%. So I'm going to share a little secret with you here. Love is really the secret ingredient. Through my years of work, I have come to realize that what we do out of love will naturally be better and as a result, more successful. If it's not something that we get energy from, then it's hard to put love into it. And if we're not getting energy from it, we're not putting love into it, then the result is going to be quite different. The third question that we asked was, did you achieve the results that you were hoping for? Again, looking for percentage of yes responses. Now with Behold, 87% of our guests felt that yes, they did achieve the result that they were looking for, they were hoping for, and 69% of guests that were attending other retreat centers. Now, it's common to hear in this line of work that the medicine gives us what we need, not what we want. And this means that sometimes the experience we hope for is just not what we are going to leave with. But then again, if we want to improve our lives, we need to accept what plant medicine brings up for us. So no business operating in the plant medicine ecosystem would guarantee any sort of success rate statistic or specific result. But we can guarantee that we do everything within our power, including expert medicine guides, high quality medicine, and to do everything that we can to help you with your intentionality and preparation to help you get the result that you are looking for from the retreat. The next question that we asked was, did you learn the tools that you believe will support your ongoing development? Percentage of yes responses. Now, at Behold, we were pleased to see 89% of guests felt that yes, they did learn tools that will help them in their own self-improvement. That response from other retreat centers was 67%, so 2/3 of guests that attended other retreat centers. Now, learning tools to continue self-improvement is what this work is all about. It's all about empowerment. Yes, plant medicine can be a powerful tool and provide greater access to our subconscious, but ultimately these experiences are short-lived. In the long term, you'll be spending a lot more time with yourself than you will with plant medicine. So it's important to learn about the miracle that is your human technology and to make the most of it without medicine. The next question we asked was, did the retreat provider feel professional? Percentage of yes responses. For us, we were pleased again to see a 100% yes response rate, whereas 86% at other plant medicine retreat centers. Now, this one is reasonably self-explanatory. Now, some people will also cringe when they hear the word plant medicine and professional in the same sentence, and that's okay. But if we consider that the meaning of professionalism is really about quality, consistency, and continuous improvement, then I would put forward that being professional is vital in this line of work. The last question that we asked in relation to quality was the quality of the experience worth the investment? And again, looking for percentage of yes responses. For Behold, 94% of our guests felt that yes, the experience was worth the investment, and 86% of respondents from other retreat centers. Now, due to our small group sizes and expert medicine guides, our prices reflect the core of what we're trying to do differently in the plant medicine and ecosystem. So we're very pleased to see that our differentiated value is also being recognized by our guests. Now, next, let's talk about retreat preparation. The first question that we asked in relation to preparation was, prior to the retreat, did you speak to someone about where you are in life, your motivations to attend a retreat, and whether or not their services were suitable for you? Again, percentage of yes responses. With Behold, 95% of our guests said that yes, they did speak to someone to that effect, and 73% at other plant medicine retreat centers. Now, you'll notice there's no ability to book directly on our website. This is because we speak to each of our guests individually to make sure that we're genuinely in a position to help them. The next question that we asked was the retreat preparation meaningful for you? Percentage of yes responses. At Behold, 89% of our retreat guests felt that the preparation was meaningful, 58% at other plant medicine retreat centers. And meaningful preparation makes all the difference to your results, which is of course what matters most, not just attending the retreat. It's really not about the retreat, it's about what you get out of the experience. As a general rule, When we invest energetically towards the medicine is able to show us more magic. Benefiting from plant medicine is like everything in life. We just have to put in the work. Lastly, I want to share a few of the questions that we asked about the retreat itself. The first question we asked was, did the facilitators or medicine guides look tired? And actually, because this was framed in the negative, we're testing for percentage of no responses. So for Behold, 98% of our guests said no. Our medicine guides did not look tired, and at other centers, 82%. Now, medicine guides that are exhausted from months of back-to-back group retreats are not going to be on their A game, even if they have decades of experience. This is one of those dynamics that is so important, but is almost never discussed. The energy that the medicine guide is bringing into the space is going to be felt in ceremony, for sure. The second question we asked was, how did you find the quality of accommodation? And we're testing for the percentage of great responses. Now with Behold, 89% of our guests felt that our accommodation was great, whereas 46% at other plant medicine retreat centers. Now obviously budget comes into play here quite a bit, and all I can say is that when you're facing new dimensions of yourself and there's a lot of energy moving around in your system, it's nice to be comfortable and clean. So, where possible, try to find a place that you know you're going to feel comfortable. The third question we asked was, what was the number of retreat attendees? And we're asking the percentage of the group that attended a retreat with less than 15 attendees. Now for us at Behold, 100% of our guests were attending a retreat of group size less than 15, because we always do groups of that size or smaller. In fact, most of our retreats are group size 7 to 10. And for other retreat centers, it was 65%. So I was actually pleased to see that more and more small groups are becoming the norm rather than the big groups, which are, shall we say, historically more common, and relates more to the ways in which indigenous people would come together and clear the tribal drama in larger groups of the village, say, as opposed to focused deep healing and transformational work for a more Western population. We also asked about those who attended the small group retreat, and the response here was interesting. 98% of people who attended a small group retreat said that they believe it had a significant impact upon the positivity of their experience. So to wrap up, these results really strongly support what we are doing and how we are doing it. So as we continue to learn and grow, we're just everlastingly grateful to offer a safe, sacred, and supportive environment for what is very powerful work with plant medicine. Now, if you're ready to take the next step and bring more magic into your life, and you're looking for a safe, authentic, and high-quality retreat, then we're here to serve. I hope those survey results were interesting for you. I hope they help you find a really high-quality and safe plant medicine retreat experience, ask some of the right questions, and have a really transformational experience ultimately. If you're interested in doing a retreat with us, retreat attendance is by invitation only, and that's for the benefit of all involved. So wish you a lovely day and wish you a big aloha. Thank you so much for listening.